Hello, it's Sunday. Just checking in to say hey and let you all know that I am doing well. I am in New York. I've had a lot of people contact my parents and myself and a few other people just checking on me to see how I am. I have finished my 14-day quarantine. I'm sure you all saw, but I did not have the virus, do not have the virus, but I was in Florida and traveled back to New York. So my company said, hey, if any of our employees travel, you need to do a 14-day quarantine. So that's what I did. And I wanted to make sure that I did not possibly pick up anything and not realize it and then pass it on to someone else. So I took it very seriously. I came home on a Saturday afternoon. I did go get a couple of bottles of wine and ordered some food, and then I basically sheltered in place for 14 days. I did not leave my apartment other than to take out my garbage down the hall, and I did everything I could to make sure that if God forbid I had it, that I'd recognize and take care of things. So I did that. Today was my first day that I could actually get out of the house. So I had planned to go to the grocery store to restock on some things that I needed. And then got to thinking, is there another way that I can possibly lessen my exposure? So I ended up ordering groceries online through Instacart, and it is the greatest thing ever. They bring it right to my door. I actually set up a staging area here in my apartment with a plastic bag, like a garbage bag on the floor. I brought everything in, sat it there, and then proceeded to clean everything before I put it in my kitchen. I then sprayed all of the bags down with Lysol and, uh, you know, doing my part to just make sure that number one, I don't get sick, and number two, that I don't possibly give it to someone else. But after 14 days in my 500 square foot apartment, I needed to get out and get some fresh air. So I did take a walk today. I also wore a mask. I had some from when I had pneumonia a couple of years ago, and I wore it on the plane. So I had a couple of those. So I wore it out today, and was shocked. I mean, shocked at number one, the number of people that were outside, and number two, the number of people that did not have a mask on. I was floored. Being in my little bubble for the last 14 days, I just assumed that everyone else was as freaked about it as me and going to be as cautious as I was planning to be and minimize my curve or flatten my curve or get rid of my curve. And I was blown away at the people that were outside. Now, it is nowhere near what it normally is on a Sunday in New York City, but OMG, it was more people than should have been out, and people that were just out on the grass laying out, and they had their children, and they were not, in my opinion, they were not practicing these distancing that they should have been. And every time I saw someone, I went to the other side. But I'm just blown away by the fact that people are not taking this seriously. And I know I was out, but come on, I've been in the house for 14 days straight by myself. Thank God for FaceTime and Zoom and Facebook Messenger. My sanity would have been gone long ago, because I don't know if you all know this or not, but I'm somewhat of a social butterfly, and it was killing me not to be able to see my people. So through those outlets, I was able to actually meet with people, had a couple of wine dates, had some just chats with people, and it's been great. But I just, I don't know how we're going to get through to people that this is actually serious. The amount of dead people that are in New York City right now that can't even get into a morgue, and people are still not taking it seriously. I mean, they're outside running, and I mean, I had my headphones on, but I had a hat on, I had my mask on, I had sanitizer in my pocket, I had wipes in my pocket, and I was just blown away by the people that were out. So it will hinder me going out again. I may go out a couple of times during the week, but it will not be something that I do every day because I'm just scared that I'm going to end up getting it. And sadly, had a friend of mine whose father passed away from COVID. It doesn't get more real than that. It just doesn't. It is a real, legitimate thing. And we all need to be doing our part to stop the spread. I mean, this is just crazy. So I am, again, I'm perfectly fine. I have groceries. I have work at home, so I'm not missing any work, thank God. And I'm still getting my paycheck. I'm so incredibly blessed. And other than, not being able to go out and have someone ask me what kind of drinks and appetizers they can start for me, I'm doing okay. But thank you all so much for checking in with me and asking about me and checking on me with my parents and my other friends. You've just been amazing, and I feel all the love and everything. Just so you all know, the Reverend and the Misses are doing good. They are staying away. They have gone out to their farm and they have their camper, and so they are isolating themselves from this as much, if not more, than most people. So I'm very proud of my parentals for taking care of that. My brother is still working because he is essential, but he's a truck driver, so he is in a truck by himself, and hopefully because of my nagging, his wife's nagging, my mother's nagging, he is taking it to the umpteenth degree and wiping everything down. He's a little OCD, so he's probably going to do that anyway. But the McCormick family, as far as we all know, is perfect and great right now. So thank you all for checking with us. Number two, please forgive the ultra toned down version of Sundry, but I washed my hair and I just didn't put any product on it or anything. So you just get 100% Sunday. So everyone, please, please, please stay safe, stay well, wash your hands, and stay inside. And if you think this can't happen to you, you're going to be the issue. You're going to be the one that spreads it to someone else because you may not get it, but you may pass it on to someone else, which is why, like, when I came home from the flight, I was like, God forbid that I picked up something on that airplane and I may not get it, but I have it and then pass it on to someone else. How incredibly arrogant and selfish am I, right? So let's all just stop that and stay home. Again, everyone stay safe, stay well. And again, thanks for checking on me, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.